Alrighty, welcome back to another day of the vlog. It is March 24th. Since we last spoke, not much has happened really. It's been pretty quiet, business as usual. Can't really think of anything really too significant. No, anyways, yeah, obviously by this point in time, people are well aware really what's going on in the world is just completely unprecedented things. I really don't need to talk about it because it's all that's talked about. And yeah, in terms of the athletic world, obviously everything's been canceled. All my races have been canceled. Based on the Olympics being canceled this morning, I really don't like speculating because nobody can predict anything. You know, we couldn't predict this a month ago. Things change so quickly that time is just like one day isn't what it used to be. So I don't want to predict when the next race is, but based on the Olympics being canceled, which is end of July, I'd say it might be a while if I was to speculate until we race next. Anyways, having said that, in terms of what's going on with me, this morning I have a hard workout. Why? If there's no real race on the calendar, well, I'm putting in a big 10-day block here. I took about 3 days completely off just to kind of reset my head, really think about what I wanted to do with things. Did I want to just keep training like I was at that level, or did I want to just go into off-season mode? But for me personally, I was like, I don't really want to just go into off-season mode because, like right now, because then even though yes, the fitness that I built over the last 3 months, that wasn't for nothing, because there was no performance on the end of those last 3 months, or what would have been 4 months of training. I can't really gain that much information as to, you know, was it a successful build? I don't know, right? Because I didn't really do any real performance on the end of it to test. Even though I feel in practice like, oh, I've made these huge gains, there's no quantitative data supporting that from real life scenario, i.e. race. So anyways, I took 3 days to think about what I wanted to do, and initially I was going to do kind of an Ironman simulation workout about a month or so out from the race and use that to kind of A, boost my confidence, assuming it went well, and B, maybe make a couple last minute alterations, not necessarily to training, but nutrition, stuff like that, more stuff like that on that side of things. And anyways, I decided I still want to do that simulation workout. Initially, when I had it planned, I was kind of going to do a swim, a bike, and a run, all kind of separated throughout the day to keep the TSS score a little bit relatively lower by a little bit by separating it out. Well, now because there's no real threat of the big TSS on a single session, I'm just going to do it all in one. Obviously no swim, so what I'm going to do is just a bike and a run simulation. So I'm putting about 10 big days in of training here, and then I'll do a full taper into that workout, and I'll talk more about that workout later on as we get closer to it. But nonetheless, I feel like with that workout, then I could get information as to would I change anything going into the next build, because there will be races in the future. COVID isn't gonna stop us dead in our tracks forever. It will pass. We just need to stay smart and stay at home, stay healthy. And I mean, keep exercising, because mental health is just as important, if not more important, than physical health, in my opinion. This 10-day block, by the way, I'll have on the bottom of the screen the details of what the structure of it will kind of look like. We're at the start of that 3-day block in there. And so today we have 3 times 20 minutes in aero, sweet spot type power, so it'll be around 300 watts. And then a good 5-minute little kicker on the end of it, also in time trial position. And then we got a short little run off the bike after that. So anyways, we'll catch back in once we get started. And hope you enjoy. Hope maybe listening to some good music will motivate you and stay positive. Like I said, that's the biggest thing that we can do right now. Just staying positive and keeping each other motivated. And yeah, we're all in this, like really there's no other situation where literally the entire world is in the exact same situation as one another. So we can really use each other in this case to keep all of us strong and healthy, mentally and physically. All right, so I'll catch back in once we get going. Alrighty, a few minutes out from the last one. First two, real good, actually. I thought, like, when I put this workout together, I'm like, ooh, 3 times 20 minutes, that's gonna be tough. But so far, I've been doing a real good job just staying focused in the moment. And yeah, 300 watts for the first, 302 or something for the second. We'll take a look in on this last one, and we got a 5-minute little push on the end. After the 20-minute, I mean. Alrighty, that was good. Gave it a little nudge on the end to get it back to 300. Couldn't change gears at 7 minutes. I don't know what happened there. Just charged the batteries for E-Tap last night. Pressed the button, nothing happened. So I lost a little bit there. It was a little bit of a dip. Nonetheless, got it back to 300. So that's 3 times 20 minutes. About 300, 302, 300, something like that. Anyways, now we're gonna take 15 minutes and then do a 5-minute little effort. I might actually break it up, just because that was such a good workout already. I don't feel like I really need the extra 5. I'll see how I feel, but I might break it up and do like 3 times 2 minutes on like 15-second recovery, something like that, because I want to really make sure the power's half decent. I want to make sure it's at least like 5% above threshold. At least. Anyways, we're tying the aero threshold here. So, catch back in after a little bit of a breather here, and we focus on a 5-minute effort. Should feel pretty short coming off 3 20-minute efforts. All right, catch you in a bit. Yeah, that was hard. Harder than I thought it would be. It was about 342, so it's about 106% of that 322 that we got from the 40p test in aero. Doing that after 1 hour of good solid power work is tough, very tough. Just wanted to see what I could do after all that, get an idea of how, because the 20-minuters really in the moment didn't feel that difficult, but I kind of wanted to see how much kind of fatigue they actually put in on the legs, and obviously quite a bit more than I thought. That's the thing with sweet spot work, you don't really realize. Like, you feel like you can kind of pound at that for so long, but you don't realize that it does take some time to recover from it. And it does take a toll more on your legs than kind of the effort indicates. Sometimes when we're like doing super threshold type work, you think like when you're yelling, basically, like screaming because it's so painful, we think of a lot of times like that's like the work that takes so long to recover from. But really, if you look at the training stress, sweet spot work will accumulate a higher training stress than kind of lactic intervals. Like, if you remember like 3 months ago when we were doing some of those things, it's like, yeah, it really hurts. But in reality, it's maybe only 5 minutes of work within the entire workout. Here, it's much longer, sustained aerobic stress. And obviously stress on the legs too. Anyways, fun to do. It's a good workout, really happy with that. And I'll toss in a little bit, like a 30-minute run or so. Just kind of shake my legs out, get some of the lactate out that would have maybe been accumulated there. And yeah, then we'll do a little dry land swim tonight, and that'll be it for the day. All right, thanks for watching, and hit that subscribe if you like. There'll be more videos coming up in the lead up to this kind of simulation workout, and excited to tell you some of the details about that. See you later.